In this video, we're going to be demonstrating segmentation of focal adhesions as a sample analysis using the Fiji widget in the Biodepot-workflow-builder. First, we're going to load up the workflow by selecting it from the Workflows directory of the repository. Next, we're going to open the Start widget and click Start to run the workflow. The workflow is going to download a set of fluorescent images of Paxillin, some Fiji macros that will do the segmentation, and an extra plugin not included with Fiji to do a Laplacian of Gaussians filter. The macros will be passed to Fiji to execute. Additionally, the Fiji widget supports passing additional plugins at runtime, which we're doing here with the LOG3D plugin. Fiji will then be started to execute the segmentation macro. The results of the segmentation are analyzed and data are saved to a CSV file. Next, another macro is executed which obtains an outline of each image, saving the result as a list of XY coordinate pairs. The data are then passed to a Jupyter notebook, which computes some statistics and generates visualizations for them. Finally, another notebook is generated which contains the statistics and is displayed in a web browser inside BWB. We can examine results interactively by unchecking the Continue Workflow Automatically box in the widget settings. After the macro is finished, instead of moving on immediately, the workflow stops executing, and we can use Fiji to examine the results. For example, here we're viewing the results of the Analyze Particles command, and looking up the measurements for one of the particles marked in the yellow region of interest below. We can also modify the macros themselves. Here, we will pause the border segmentation step and examine the results. We can see there's still some noise outside the border left over after erosion. We can open the macro file directly in Fiji's editor and change the parameters to fix this. We can add an options command, which configures morphology operations to add another iteration of erosion, which should take care of the noise. Now, we can run the macro directly from Fiji to test it. First, we'll open another copy of the image to test on. Then we'll select Plugins, Macros, and then Run to open the macro and run it directly. We can see with the new parameters that the noise has been removed. Finally, we can exit Fiji and restart this step of the workflow to run the analysis with new parameters.